along with Paul Summers, and we'll be bringing you today's action from the Tornado home field. Today's
Nebraska, Colorado. Came on. 3:30.
Again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tornado Field for today's Colonial Valley Conference matchup between the Nottingham High School North Stars and the Trenton Central High School Tornadoes. Your officials for today's game are Mr. Ed Wyshik, Mr. C.T. Brown, Mr. Ray Malone, Mr. Alan Fitch, Mr. Andrew Fleming, and Sandy Kleinfeld. At this time, ladies and gentlemen,
This thing is not acting right either.
we will have the coin toss with the team captains.
You guys got an extra Nottingham roll?
The captains for the Tornadoes are number 44, Dion Duncan, number 86, DeMarcus Kelly, number 33, Clarence Boone, and number 80, Jerry Witherspoon. Your captains for the North Stars, number 2, Darnell Brown, number 7, Gary Hargraves, and number 12, Mike Hinton. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to the center of the field as the Trenton Central High School ROTC unit presents the colors. At this time, we also ask that you would please stand as Whitney Houston sings our national anthem. Mr. Tall. The Tornadoes will receive. Back deep are Ecole Melvin, Cassine Gaines, and Deion Glover. For the North Stars who are kicking off, Darnell Brown will kick off. The ball was taken by Clarence Spoon. Knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line where the Tornadoes will have a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Tornadoes, Tom. On that one, they had a short kickoff. Again, I think they're anticipating that Trenton has good return man, and they're trying to kick the ball short.
Yes, I would agree. Coming into today's matchup, we have two teams that have been very disappointing seasons. Trenton comes in with a 1-3-1 record, and Nottingham is coming in with a 1-2-2 record. Behind the quarterback for the Tornadoes is Cassine Gaines. He hands off to Dante Coleman, a transfer from Nottingham last year, where he was the CBC's leading rusher. That time, Coleman got about maybe 1, possibly 2 yards, crossing the 30 or about the 35-yard line, but he's down right now, hurt.
And Coleman is down.
It's a bad omen right now for the Tornadoes if he's injured and unable to participate at full strength or at all in this game.
I don't know. I can't tell from Tom what seems to be the injury. In the beginning of the season, he had a lot of ankle problems. Doesn't seem to be holding his ankle.
Yeah, maybe he might have just had the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that would be the case, because if that is a situation, he'll be only maybe taken out for one play and then he'll get back. But Poppy seems to be working on
His leg.
his thigh,
Okay.
maybe calf, so it could have been a cramp. Wonderful weather today, so the conditions are perfect for a fall football game. Both teams coming into this game trying to bounce back from tough losses last week and trying to find some sunshine in what has been a cloudy season for both teams last year that I believe had qualified for the state playoffs. Last week against Trenton, Trenton had lost to a tough West Windsor-Plainsboro team 13-6 on an 11-yard touchdown run by quarterback Ken Gluck with 11 seconds left in the game. West Windsor came into that game undefeated, and that was their first victory ever against a Tornado team. Paul, do you think any of the feedback from that game is going to carry over to this game?
Tom, I've been in the locker room several times since that, and it doesn't seem to affect the guys. They seem to appear to be going on with what they have to do.
Yeah, that loss was Trenton's first loss in CBC in some 32 games going back 5 years. Also, that's the first home loss that they had in the CBC for in 20 games. That's not Coleman.
No, that's Jamar Davis.
Jamar Davis who's hurt.
Correction, that's Jamar Davis, the injured
So
player.
he's not as
Jamar
important
Davis,
to
give
the
him a hand.
rushing attack as Dante Coleman, but nonetheless, he is a starter. And I'm sure Coach Parker, who's assisting him right now, would trainer David Poppy Sanderson regrets to have him out, but he's walking very gingerly off the field. Looks like he's had some injury to his left leg. But anyway, Trenton now back to live action. Trenton has it at their 35-yard line. Will take it second and about 9 yards.
They have Damian Overton in Jamar Davis's fullback spot.
Yeah, this is his first appearance, I believe, in a varsity game. He
No,
quarterbacked
that's not true. He played the Holy Cross game. Matter of fact, the Holy Cross game, he had 5 or 6 carries.
Okay, it's a pass, looks like. Going long to a wide open, intercepted that time. Excellent
The pass
defensive
is
play by
intercepted
number
by the
7
North Stars.
for Nottingham.
Ball was thrown a little short. He was wide open on that.
Gary Hargraves with the interception. The ball is at the North
Ball
Star
was intended for Derek Glover.
45-yard line.
Ball was open. Ball was slightly
North Stars have a
open,
first and 10.
The defender for Nottingham did not come up.
That's true.
But anyway, that has been the Achilles heel for the Tornado offense this year, lack of a passing game. And again, it comes up to haunt them because now Nottingham has the ball in excellent field position at their own 45-yard line. Will take it over first and 10 with 11:08 left in the first quarter. Quarterbacking for Nottingham is number 9, Mike Hinton. He's back to pass. Wide open across the middle. First down completion for Hinton.
The pass was complete to Ed Lyon of the North Stars. Into Tornado territory. North Stars have a first and 10 from the 37-yard line.
Trenton's coming out in their base 5-2 defense there, Tom.
The pass was good for 18 yards. 18-yard pass.
Jamar Booker at the tackle and Jerry Dennis at the other tackle.
Darnell Brown, big hole up the middle. Tackle at the 25-yard line by Derek Glover. Another first
Darnell
down.
Brown was the ball carrier. Another first down for the North
Big
Stars.
hole that time, Paul.
Great big hole. I failed to see where the
Tackles
linebackers
made
were
by
on
Derek
that.
Glover
They could
out
have
of the
blitzed, but
Tornadoes.
I'm sorry I didn't pick that up to find out where our linebackers were on that.
First and 10 at the Tornado 25.
Right off the offensive guards of Nottingham. Again, Darnell Brown, where he's at the close to the line of scrimmage by number 75.
Darnell Brown with the carry.
Downs at number 65.
Right up the middle.
Dennis.
Leading the tacklers for the Tornadoes was Jerry Dennis.
Coming off the field right now is number 64, Jamar Booker. Going in for him looks like James Cox, number 11. Going in at defensive. And that means that DeMarcus Kelly's at tackle. Into Darnell Brown, coming off of the tackle is Jerry Witherspoon that time. Stopping
Darnell Brown runs off left tackle.
Flag on the
Leading the
play.
tacklers were Jerry Witherspoon.
Face mask, Trenton.
There is a penalty flag. It is a face mask against the Tornadoes.
I believe it, Coach Collins. Pay attention, Like, for what? They ain't get down here. Woo! Oh, man.
So with
The
that
penalty gives
face
the
mask penalty,
North Stars
for another
a
10
first.
yards from now, Nottingham will have it first. It looks like they can get
First and goal.
Looks like they can get a first down. They're just short of the 10-yard line. Hinton on the rollout.
Oh, he's going to score. Touchdown.
Touchdown, North Stars.
Number 30 for Trenton, number 80. Jerry Witherspoon, number 30 is Kenneth Davis that time.
Again, Tom, on that, there's poor
Rashid
defense. The
Nixon
defensive
runs
end
around
got
left
sucked
end
up by the fake
and
and went
takes it
in
into
for
the end
score.
zone for the North Stars.
There was no defensive end support.
Yeah, that was on Witherspoon's side. So it seems as though he must have went towards the fake, but Hinton came towards his end and was able to take it in for a 10-yard score. Nottingham back for the extra point attempt. It's up.
Oh, no good. Hit the goalpost.
Ball hits the right crossbar and bounces
The
back.
conversion attempt is no good.
So with 9:19 left in the first quarter, Nottingham makes the first crack into the scoring column with a 6-0 lead against Tornadoes after an interception thrown by quarterback Cassine Gaines at about the Nottingham 45-yard line. Nottingham took it in all the way for the score. Two big plays in that were the pass play for about 20 yards and then a big run by Darnell Brown, and then just now quarterback Mike Hinton took it around on the
With 9 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the first quarter, your score, the North Stars 6 and the Tornadoes 0.
I'm very concerned at this point, even though it's early in the game.
Darnell Brown will kick off
Well, I
for the North
really don't
Stars.
think he's going to show that much
Back deep
concern,
for the
to be honest
Tornadoes
with you.
are
It's no playoff
Kyle
situation
Melvin,
on the line and
Kasim
so
Gaines,
forth. I don't think
and
you're going to
Dion
panic or
Glover.
anything like that. I just think before they've been scored on, they can come back. I wouldn't worry about one touchdown. It's not like both teams are powerhouses and they have outstanding defenses. So there's going to be some scoring in this game today, I think.
Good kick this time down to Kasim Gaines at about the 15-yard line, taking it up the middle where he has a lot of room. Down to about just short of the 40-yard line at about the 37 where the Tornado offense will take over.
Kasim Gaines takes the kickoff at the 15 and runs it back to the 38. A return of 23 yards. First and 10 for the Tornadoes.
Jamar Davis, who is still on the sideline where I think he has his knee being iced. Again, what you said about the defenses, you're exactly right. Last week, Nottingham was taken to school by a Steiner team. They lost 19-0. The Steiner team had Trenton High defeated 24-0. During that game, or after playing that game, Coach John Adams from Nottingham was quoted as saying they could do nothing. They gave up 233 yards to the Steiner offense. And here's Coleman on the pitch out to take that intercept.
You only gain about a yard or two, Tom. It's consistent. There's 3 or 4 North Stars in the
Dante
backfield.
Coleman on the carry, around right in.
Trent's offensive line is not
Leading the tacklers were Kirk Partika and Justin Iman.
Nottingham's game last week against Steiner. They gave up 233
A gain of
yards
about a half a yard.
on the ground. They also
Second
gave
down.
up 81 yards in the air for a total of 314 yards to a Steiner offense that was only averaging a mere 151 yards of total offense per game. So Trenton should be able to capitalize on Nottingham's weak defense, but so far Nottingham has played tough. Trenton now has his 2nd and 10 at their 37-yard line. Coleman deep in the backfield, DeMarcus Kelly in motion. It's an option play with Gaines. He pitches out to Coleman.
The pitch out from Kasim Gaines to Dante Coleman.
Good pursuit that time by the North Stars.
Coleman goes around left end.
To me, it appeared that time, Paul, that Coleman was running very tentatively.
And also, he was
No
pitched
gain
that
on the
ball
play.
awful deep in the
Third
backfield.
and about 9.5.
Gave an opportunity for the North Stars to come up and make the play at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Gaines did pitch it very deep towards him. But anyway, now Trent has a 3rd and 10. As we all know, Tornadoes do not have much of a passing game. They're in a passing situation. So let's see what Coach Parker calls
And
right
a
now.
trips formation to the right.
Trips right. Single back in the backfield.
Yeah,
No one in the backfield
motion.
now. That's Overton in motion. Kasim's back. And he throws incomplete across the middle to Coleman.
Looks like in that situation, it's hard to tell when you're on the field, but it looks like that
The
old
pass
famous
was incomplete,
situation. Looked like
and the
the
Tornadoes have
receiver
a
had short
4th down.
hands. Didn't even see an attempt to try to catch that ball on that one. Maybe it could have been way off. I don't know.
Coleman back to punt at his own 25-yard
Dante Coleman's back to
line.
punt.
No real rush by Nottingham. The ball is carrying out of bounds at the
31, 34. He is
34-yard line.
34-yard line.
The ball goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line of the North Stars, where they will have a 1st and 10.
Punt of about 33 yards that time.
The ball is being spotted at the Nottingham 34,
So far,
34-yard line.
Tornado offense has been stagnant. The first series, an interception was thrown on their second offensive play, and then just now in their second series, they ran 3 plays and punted a gain of no yards. Last week against West Windsor, a much tougher team, Coleman was able to get 128 yards on 14 carries. But so far, the Nottingham defense, I guess, is really psyched for this game of hype because Coleman is a former player and now coming back to hopefully haunt them.
Pick up of 4 yards on that play.
Nottingham is getting good production production so far out
A
of
gain of 4 in the play, 2nd and 6 for the North Stars.
Now they have it 2nd and 6 at their own 37. Hitting again on the bootleg, but this time Witherspoon wraps him up.
Jerry Witherspoon sacks quarterback
As
Justin
you notice on
Iman
that time,
for a loss.
Witherspoon stayed at home. He didn't make a stunt inside, and he made the tackle.
One thing you like to see is a player learn from his mistakes. You're right. The first time Nottingham ran that
A
play,
loss
they
of
were
9 yards on that
the
play.
10-yard line, and Hinton was able to get it in for the score. This time, Witherspoon held
3rd
his
and 15
area,
for the
was
North
able to
Stars.
sack Hinton for a loss of about 8 yards. Now they're at their 30, just short of their 30-yard line. We'll have it 3rd and about 14. DeMarcus Kelly on the rush. Hinton trying to pursue. Here comes Dion Duncan coming up as Jerry Witherspoon, but Duncan gets him. He fumbles it out of bounds. Good pursuit that time on the Tornado defense. A loss of about 1 yard.
Back deep is Gaines. You notice Trenton has made a change in their punt team. They have 1 deep man now.
Very short punt.
That
Tornado
was
players better
intentional.
move out of the way.
He did that on purpose. Again, he looked like he tried to punt it to the sideline, so to keep it out of the Trenton return man's
Punt
hands.
up about 8 yards, so Trenton will have excellent field position at the Nottingham 36-yard line. We have Dion Duncan in the backfield now, along with Coleman
Power I formation.
and Overton. Official timeout. Timeout taken by Nottingham.
Tom, just an opinion here. I think they went to the power I formation because they have a lack of manpower on that offensive line. As you know, Rashawn Davis is out with a broken leg that he suffered in a car accident. So they're kind of hurting a little bit on that offensive line, and they might have went to a power formation to add a little blocking.
Yeah, that was a big loss for the Tornadoes last week, just prior to their game against Westminster Plainsboro, when Rashawn and a carload with 7 other kids coming back from a game in Heightstown were in an accident. Rashawn is obviously out for the season. We hope the best that he's able to recover, because Rashawn showed last year as a junior that he was a player that could probably get a scholarship to an excellent school, but he's going to have a setback right now, so we wish him the best of luck, and hopefully he comes back healthy and is able to continue his football playing career.
Also, I didn't mention that Kyle Correa, another guy who started several games for Trenton on the offensive line, he's out. He's a little banged up.
So a very young line, but here we have it, 1st and 10. Coleman, gain of about maybe give him 4 yards.
The handoff from Kasim Gaines to Dante Coleman. Coleman goes around right in.
Trenton will have it 2nd and 6 at the Nottingham 34-yard line. So do you expect Coach Parker to keep the ball on the ground for the continuation of this drive?
I think he will. I think he will.
And they're now so deep in the Nottingham territory, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays four downs to get 10 yards for a 1st down.
2 tight end formation. Bootleg.
Gaines on a bootleg. A lot of pursuit this time. Good pump fake that time by Gaines.
Good fake. Oh, got a 1st down.
Good
Showed a
run
lot of
that time.
athletic ability on that play, Tom.
And you know what? It's good to see Gaines on that play, because he showed a lot of poise. He was under pressure, but he had a presence of mind to do the pump fake, which, you know, momentarily stopped the pursuit, the pursuers, and he was able to use that to his advantage to, as you say, get the 1st down. I think we're going to have a different player in Kasim Gaines from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. He is a sophomore. This is his 1st year quarterbacking at the varsity level, so a lot of pressures have been put on him
Trenton in the trips formation.
It's up
Straight
the middle to
dive.
Overton. And he's got
Overton.
good room. Overton's a very strong player.
Down to the 10.
Close to a first down.
It is a first
give him
down.
the first down. You're right. He's inside the 10-yard line. Jermaine Overton is a transfer from the state of North Carolina. He was not with the Tornado program in the beginning of the season. Came a couple of weeks into the season. And I had the opportunity to see him play this week in a JV game where he quarterbacked against West Windsor. And he really impressed me as a good football player. And Coach Parker has decided to give him more playing time by putting him in the backfield in this first quarter. It's 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Equipment stoppage of play right now. Referee putting on the chin strap for Overton. That's Jermaine Overton, number 18. Again, Trenton showing trips to the right. Overton to single back. Again, it's to Overton up the middle. Oh, he's dragging several defenders down to about the 2-yard line.
Good run on that time, Tom. I thought he fumbled the ball the way he was falling at one point.
It looked like the ball was down near his knee as he was going forward. You're right. I was thinking the same thing. Now I would expect Coach Parker to go into his power formation with the power backfield with Overton, Coleman, and Deion Duncan. But let's see if Duncan is in the game. There is a stoppage of play right now. I don't know, Paul. Were you able to pick up with the official signal?
This is an official timeout.
I think they're trying to make sure that to see if Trenton can get a first down. I think they're really measuring out to make sure.
Right now, they have it second and about the 2-yard line. I'm sure Coach Parker would like this matter settled right now in this play. They are not in the power formation. They have 2 receivers split to the right. We have Glover and Melvin split to the right with Coleman and Overton in the backfield in the I formation. It's going to Overton up the middle. He's in for the 2-yard score. This drive was Overton made.
With a 2-yard run right down Broadway.
Important to see what they're going to do. They're going for the 2. Oh, no, they're going for the 1.
Channing Reed in to kick the extra point. So far this year, I believe Channing is successful in all 3 of his point after touchdowns.
Well, I think early in the season he attempted 1 and it was blown by the wind, so I think he's 3 or 4.
High snap right now, but
It
it's
looks
up and
good.
it looks good.
Trenton ahead, 7-6.
Channing Reed is a 10th grader. He's 6'1", 244 pounds. And on the hold that time was number 40, Derek Glover, who had a very good hold. The snap was a little high. He was able to corral it and bring it down for Reed to kick it right through the uprights. So now we have a score of 7-6. Tornadoes in the lead. After last week's huge homecoming crowd, this week we have a very sparse crowd, but the cheerleaders are still here and they're still rooting on the football team.
Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday in the freshman contest between the North Stars and the Tornadoes, the Tornado freshmen defeated the North Star freshmen by a score of 14-0. The Tornado freshmen defeated North Star freshmen yesterday afternoon by a score of 14-0.
Kicking off for Trenton is DeMarcus Kelly, number 86. DeMarcus is a senior. He's 6'3", 240 pounds, a very short kick taken by number 80 for Nottingham, and he does have some room.
Sideline room.
Kelly has an
He's
angle,
close.
he should knock him out of bounds.
Good tackle for a big man, 6'3", 250, something to come along down that sideline and make that tackle.
Nottingham has good field position at their 40-yard line. Let's see what the Tornado defense. Last week, the defense outside of a drive or two at the beginning and the end, I thought played very well against West Windsor ball.
Yes, they did. But like you said before, it's not a stifling Trenton defense that they have in the past. They're going to give a little.
Yeah, they've been bending a lot. Last week they held the CBC's leading rusher, Hakeem McFadden, to 79 yards on 18 carries. It's Darnell Brown up the middle, and he's hit hard by Channing Reed, spinning away from Reed, and he's forced down by number 74, Zahib Gaines, along with Tyshawn Matlock, number 76. Gain of about 2 yards.
Tyshawn Matlock, the tacklers for the Tornadoes on that play.
Paul, if you were attacking the Tornado defense, what do you think they're susceptible to?
I've always off tackle. I try to go off tackle based on a 5-2 defense, but right now they're in looks like a 5-3. Wide open.
Wide open this time.
Looked like a blown coverage on that one time. There was nobody near him.
The pass was completed to Ed Wynn. Yeah, it seems as though the safety didn't pick him up that time, Glover.
I have to look and see where he's placed in the formation, Tom. I don't want to say that was his fault if he's in the backfield. On that previous play, Tom, number 40, he's the tight end for the North Stars. So he should have been picked up by the linebacker.
Channing Reed was in the area. Of course, he got there a little bit too late to stop the completion, but he was able to make the tackle. But his last play, he kept the ball, gain of no yards. Ball's at the 14-yard line. North Stars will have it second and a gain of about 1 yard, so give them 2nd and 9. Witherspoon almost had a sack that time. Here's hitting on the pitch.
Fumble!
Here comes Jerry Witherspoon picking
it up.
His 3rd fumble recovery this year.
I think Jerry Witherspoon saw a touchdown on that, Tom. If he wouldn't have been tripped up by, I think, one of his own teammates, he would have been gone.
Yeah, that would have been his 2nd fumble recovery this year, because he had a big fumble recovery against Steiner for, I believe it was almost 50 yards, and this would have been about an 80-yard run, because Jerry has very good speed. And I'm sure that no one on Nottingham would have been able to catch him. But a big stop right there. A very poor pitch by Hinton to Brown enabled Witherspoon to pick up the ball, where Trenton will now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. We have Overton and Coleman in the backfield, Cassine Gaines behind the center. DeMarcus Kelly in motion.
Counter.
Coleman goes up the middle.
Coleman twisting for about 3 yards, making it 2nd and 7.
The run was good for about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for the Tornadoes. The ball was spotted at near the Tornado 25-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Trenton leading 7-6.
Here we go, Tom. We're getting in the second play Second quarter play.
Trenton with the ball. Jermaine Overton hit by several Nottingham defenders literally at the line of scrimmage, knocking him back about 3 yards. Offensive line for Trenton is having its work cut out for him today.
Timeout by Trenton.
There was a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd down and 11 for the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes got their first timeout of the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to remind you of the remainder of the Tornadoes football schedule for this season. Next week, the Tornadoes will play here, a home game, in a major CBC matchup against the Irish of Notre Dame High School. Kickoff at 12 o'clock right here at Tornado Field. The following week on November 12th, the Tornadoes will travel to Newark High School to play the Blue Devils at 1:30. And then the finale for the season will be at home on November 19th against Chester, Pennsylvania, right here at Tornado Field, again kickoff at 12 noon. We invite you to follow the Tornadoes as they complete the 94 season. As play resumes, the Tornadoes have a 3rd and 11 from their 21-yard line.
Gaines
Bootleg.
back, fakes
Open,
pass.
run it. Oh, he throws it deep, wide open.
Derek
Oh,
Glover.
Glover, great catch. Oh, man.
Tackled
that
at
was
the
outstanding play.
30-yard line.
Oh, that was
Excellent play that
outstanding.
time.
Great composure by Kasim Gaines on that play.
Yeah, at one point I thought he almost ran over the line of scrimmage.
Uh-huh. Then you wonder if there was a man downfield on the situation line. But in the beginning of the season, Tom, I don't think Kasim could have made a play like that.
You're right. Trent now has a 1st and 10 at the Nottingham 32-yard line, and it's Overton up the middle. It's pounding away for about 5 yards. Good run up the middle that time by Overton. So far in this game, it looks like all the attention has been generated by Jermaine Overton as opposed to Dante Coleman, who, as I said earlier, is a former Nottingham North Star player last year, where as a sophomore, he led the Colonial Valley Conference in rushing with well over 1,000 yards.
That's a true test of a freeze option, though. If you can't stop the fullback, then you love that. That means that everything could be wide open.
Here it is to Coleman this time. Looks like he may just have enough for the 1st down. We'll have to see where the officials mark it.
If they keep running the fullback and they can't stop it, after a while, Nottingham is going to concentrate on that fullback, and then you can go off to the option.
Ball is about a yard short of a 1st down. 3rd down. The ball rests just short of the 23-yard line.
3rd down and less than a yard to go for a 1st.
We have Derek Glover and Corey McCoy along with Dante Coleman and trips to the left. And it's a quarterback keeper by Gaines. Looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. He barely got enough, but all he needed was a yard.
1st down for the Tornadoes.
And behind the blocking of Jamal Booker and Sean Matlock, the Tornadoes gained a 1st down. Ball is at the North Star 21-yard line.
Here's a pitch to Coleman.
Halfback pass.
He's passing it to a wide open DeMarcus Kelly.
And he catches
Touchdown!
it. Great catch. Oh, my goodness.
Dante Coleman on the halfback option pass
That was a great pass by Coleman. That pass was right on the money.
And
Kelly gets his first reception for the year.
that's a big reception for DeMarcus Kelly. DeMarcus had an excellent season last year. He was expected to be the load of the Tornado passing attack. But he's had his problems this year. And I'm glad to see that he was able to hold on to that pass for a 22-yard touchdown pass. And it's Reed up with the kick, and he punches the ball right through the goal post.
Good.
So now the Tornadoes lead 14-6 with 9:36 left in the first half.
Opened it up a little bit. I was a little bit of surprise on that pass. I thought DeMarcus was covered at one point, but he put that ball in there perfect, right on the corner of the end zone.
And he continued to run. Continued to run his route to the ball. And it was right on target by Coleman. Kelly to kick. Ball slices out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Will be a penalty.
Or they might just accept it on the, what is it? Do you get it on a 35, Tom? If you decline? Or re-kick? They will start on their 35, Nottingham will.
Declining the penalty.
New quarterback in. Great
Good
play.
tackle. James Cox on the hit of Mike Hinton. A loss of 9 yards.
Isn't that a new quarterback, Tom? Or was he quarterbacking the whole game?
I think Hinton has been in there the whole game.
Okay. I thought they had a number 9 in there.
But with more hits like that from James Cox and other Tornado defenders, he may not be able to last that long. Again, that looks like the naked bootleg that Nottingham was able to get a successful touchdown run in the first quarter. So far, they've tried to run it 2 times since then, and the defensive ends have been able to stop it. A little confusion this time by Hinton. Pressure. A good play that time by Clarence Boone, breaking up the pass play.
You see DeMarcus Kelly on that time. He gave a good rush. There's 3 North Stars trying to block him. He went through every one of them and put a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and 19. Hinton is on the run. Nottingham has 2 receivers split in opposite ends of the field. Single backfield looking for the pump fake. Oh, almost on target that time, but the ball went through the hands of the intended receiver, number 7 for Nottingham.
That was really poor defense on that one, Tom. You had a 3rd down and 15-20. I mean, for sure, a little out's not going to get you anywhere. Let him catch it if they're going to do that. But to go for the fake and allow him to go long, that's poor judgment on the defense's part.
Yeah, they shouldn't have let the receiver get behind on that play, but the ball felt incomplete. So Nottingham back to punt. going to be fielded at about just short of the 50-yard line. The ball bounced.
Kasim Gaines is the deep man, and he comes up and puts a block on the Nottingham, on the North Star. I don't know for what purpose.
Well, the ball was bouncing in favor of Trenton, so maybe he tried to pick up a few extra yards, but in trying to make the block, the ball could have flipped and hit him in the leg, and then there were no other Tornado players around there to recover. Gaines directing the Tornado attack, 1st and 10, ball at the Nottingham 47-yard line. Coleman and Overton in the backfield, I formation. It's a pitch to Coleman this time, good block that time by the fullback. But again, very good pursuit by the Nottingham defense. A gain of no gain. No gain.
Might have lost a half a yard.
North Stars are showing very good defense on the corners.
Well, if
but
you
up
notice,
the middle, Overton is able to get through for positive yardage.
If you notice, Tom, the North Stars are about, well, I'll talk after this play. The North Stars at least giving away 50 pounds on the defensive line to Trenton's offensive line. All they're doing is shooting the gaps on this situation. So if you're going outside, they're shooting the gaps before you can turn upfield.
Gain of about 2 yards that time by Gaines on the option play. He kept the ball, got it close to the 45-yard line, where Trenton will have it 3rd and 8. Single back in the backfield, Overton. He's in motion, going to the right. Gaines looking to his right, looking for underneath is Coleman on the completion. He tries to run through the tackle, but he's unsuccessful. Gets the ball right beyond the 40-yard line at about the 38-yard line, where Trenton will have it 4th and about 2. I would expect Coach Parker this time to go for the 1st down, Paul.
Good pass by Kasim Gaines on the flat to Dante.
At the North Star 39-yard line.
Trenton with a trips right. Melvin, McCoy, and Coleman with Overton in the backfield.
Overton in motion. Quarterback keeper.
Draw.
Looks like he has the 1st down.
Yep.
On the quarterback draw.
And the referees do signal enough for the 1st down, so the drive continues. The Tornadoes that time looked as though they were going to pass with 3rd and about 2 yards, but by spreading out all the backs and the ends, but Gaines kept it for a quarterback draw.
Again, they're out in trips. A little zip pass to McCoy.
Pass the right flat was good to Corey McCoy. They gain 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8. The ball is at the North Star 34.
McCoy comes off the field. Quill Melvin comes in. Corey McCoy is an 11th grader. He's 5'6", 139 pounds. Now the ball is just inside the 35-yard line at about the 34. It's Overton up the middle, a late flag that time by the official.
Overton goes off right guard that time. There is a penalty flag.
An illegal shift on Trenton. There were 2 men in motion.
Yes.
Is an illegal motion, illegal shift
The penalty is declined.
The North Stars decline the penalty.
Coach Adams deciding he'd rather have it 3rd and 8 rather than 2nd and 13. We have McCoy, no, not McCoy. We have Dewan Houston split very wide to the left, and Melvin in the slot position, and he's trying to go
He's
long.
going, he's there, wide open, catches it.
Oh,
Down to the
play
one.
that time by number 41, Delwan Houston. Good
Delwan
throw that
Houston.
time by Gaines, Paul.
Great.
From the scene games to Delwan Houston of the Tornadoes. Delwan Houston.
Ball.
That's Dellion's first reception of the year also, Tom.
This is by
First from
far Gaines' best game passing.
That pass play from Gaines to Houston was good for 30.
Ball is 2 yards short of the goal line.
First and goal from the 2 for the Tornadoes.
And Tornadoes in with 3 backs. Deion Duncan, Jermaine Overton up front, and Coleman, the deep back.
Fullback.
The ball is to
Fullback counter, 4-back.
fullback counter. Deion Duncan, easy score. Trenton now leading 20-6 over Nottingham with 3:35 left in the first half. Channing Reed now setting to kick it up. Derek Glover on the hold to try to make it Trenton 21.
See if we can
Low
make it
snap
3.
this time.
Great hold by Glover.
Excellent hold that
I
time.
have to give it to him. Low snap, he was able to pick it up and put it on the tee.
So Reed so far has been 3 for 3 today on his points after touchdown. You know, Paul, one comment that I think Channing Reed made following his successful day against Steiner 2 weeks ago, where he kicked I believe a 30-yard field goal and was successful on 3 for 3 point after touchdown, was his confidence in the holder.
Yep.
It's a lot.
Glover's
It does a
done a
lot
great
for
job.
the kicker's mental attitude when he knows that no matter how the snap comes to the holder is going to field it and put it down in a good position for him to kick it.
Tornadoes 21 and the North Stars 6.
So 3:35 left in the first half. Kelly kicking it off. Good strong kick. Ball's going to skirt into the end zone where it'll be touched back. Ball being brought out to the 20-yard line.
The kick by DeMarcus Kelly goes the first 60 yards into the North Star end zone. It'll be a touchback. The North Stars will have a first and 10 at their 20-yard line.
Since Nottingham's first drive where they took it in for the score following an interception, the defense has been very, very tough. Hitting back the pass. Cox falling down. Is coming up is McCoy. Looks like it's going to be intercepted. No, it's a complete
It's a
pass.
completion. It's a push
There's a
off from
flag.
Mark Jones, I think, on that one.
Ball pass completed to the tight end for Nottingham, number 92.
A little confusion on whether it's offensive or defensive pass interference. I thought it was defense, but we'll see.
The official is pointing to the Trenton High sides. Defensive pass interference against Trenton. The penalty has been declined. First and 10 for the North Stars at their 40-yard line. And here's Darnell Brown up the middle, no gain on the play. Good defense that time by the Tornado front line, along with the linebacker, Deion Duncan, number 44.
their own 38-yard line.
Two minutes, 44 seconds left in the half. Hinton back to pass.
Great defense by Channing Reed.
Good, right.
If you noticed on what they're doing on defense, Tom, is they're not going with a straight 5-2. Channing Reed is off in the flat most of the time, out by the Trenton defensive end. He's playing more like an outside linebacker than an
You're right.
inside.
Yeah, he did get very deep that time for an inside linebacker. The receiver was about a step or so ahead of him, but Channing was able to reach back with his hand and tip the ball away.
I guess based on scouting reports, they know that Nottingham will go off tackle outside, and also he's out there for pass support. They don't anticipate Nottingham going too much inside.
3rd and 11 for Nottingham, man in motion. Hinton had ideas of running. For a moment there, it looked like he had a big opening in the middle, but that was closed off very quick